5-4. They're on a roll with 8 straight victories. The White Sox combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the Tigers in Detroit.
On a blistering hot day in Houston, the roof is closed and the AC is going full steam. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game weekend set between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Houston Astros. We've got an excellent matchup on our hands in this one. 2 of the league's craftiest starters go head-to-head next. Zach Greinke, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Leading off the afternoon for Toronto, the shortstop, Bo Bichette.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. Career line against Greinke. He's only 2 for 10. Here's the first pitch to him. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And that is just shy of the box seats, off the top of the wall.
Boy, a big game yesterday from these guys, D-Roy. It takes them a little while to get through on the score column, but finally they get through in the middle part of this game.
Yeah, Dan, yesterday it was a fight to get to the bat rack. Everybody was squaring balls up left and right. Today, not the same. Pitcher's been executing, but
Let's play ball. 3.
At the plate, Martin Maldonado. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Down and away, ball 1. Well, partway through this one, and it's safe to say that both of these starters have brought their best stuff, and each lineup looks a bit helpless out there.
Well, this one's kind of gone as we thought, D-Roll. Both of these command pitchers down in the strike zone, moving the ball up, down, in and out, making it very difficult for these hitters to put anything together.
yeah, a lot of soft contact, a lot of indecision on the part of both offenses. Nobody seems to want to commit to any pitch because these guys are really mixing and matching.
All right, so time now for the Blue Jays Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects performing at high levels in the upper minors. From the belt, kicks and deals. Strike taken up in the zone.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Fouled off. The 1-2. Liner towards second. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Here's Michael Brantley as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Gurriel over at second. Altuve at first, one gone. And there's ball one.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Breaking ball called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Here's George Springer. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. His past history with Hyun-Jin Ryu, he's gone just 2 for 13. He also has 1 home run. 2 runs, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And he lays off for ball 1. And he throws a cutter right by him to take control 1-2.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets
threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run. We're through. Up next is Danny Jansen.
Leading off for the Blue Jays, the catcher, number 9.
Into the box now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is hit softly to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits here for Toronto. So coming to the plate.
For the Astros, the third baseman, Alex.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. His past history with Hyun-Jin Ryu. The pitcher's owned him. He's a paltry 1 for 11. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Here comes Ryu 0-2, and it's fouled away. The next 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. A high fastball is in there. Correa on second. Alvarez at first. 2 out in the inning. Fouled away. Heading out towards shallow right. Grichuk is there. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Hit in the air to center field. Springer has a read on it. 1 out.
The batter.
So 1 away now in the Toronto 7th. And that brings up the left-handed hitter, Travis Shaw. First pitch on its way. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. That's smoked, but right into the shift. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first is in time, and Greinke's got himself 2 outs.
The right fielder, number 15, Randall Griffith.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that brings in the left-handed hitting outfielder Michael Brantley.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here. And
Number 10, Anthony Kay.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. Nate Pearson takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Alex Bregman. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Pearson has compiled over 65 innings of work and logged in with an ERA in the low 3s. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. A good performance there by the Toronto bullpen. 8th inning coming up, and we are tied 2-2.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on now as we'll get a look at the side armor, Joe Smith. So the line.
3.
Stepping into the box, Bo Bichette. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Bichette.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line toward right center, but he will run this one down in right center. A tough L9, and the inning is over. 1 left for Toronto. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, and to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that, but it's not.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Toronto, number 51, Ken Giles.
Now is the designated hitter, Rowdy Tellez. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Now the 2-1. Bounce to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. A toss behind the back. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 21.
Coming to the plate now, Travis Shaw. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Looking to keep this a one-run game, the pitch. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
High in the air out to center field. On the move is Springer. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Blue Jays forced to into the box now. Alex Bregman. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Trent Thornton takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation.
Play ball. That hit him. First base.
Ready for another shot now, Alvarez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set. Here it comes. Back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. Throw comes back into the infield as that tying run will hold up at third with still nobody out.
Right fielder.
Boy, D-Row, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
And he falls behind 0-2. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Reddick behind a ball and 2 strikes. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
High in the air down the right field line. And they do, in fact, let it land foul. Very smart.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
The 2-2 one more time. And he takes a called third strike, and that's a big one as the bases stay loaded here with 1 out in the inning now.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Next will be the designated hitter, Yuli Gurriel, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. 1-0 the count. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike. from the belt, kicks and deals. A ball and 2 strikes now. And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Striding in, Martin Maldonado. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Throw over to first, and he's back in standing. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. The set and the 1-0. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Maldonado behind a ball and 2 strikes.
1 and 2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A called strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Last strike now for Houston. 2 big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. Struck him out. So a great job of working out of certain danger as he strands the possible tying and winning runs on base, and the ball game is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. Ken Giles earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. Trent Thornton closes the door for the save, his 2nd. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more,